or has changed.
Всем привет, с вами Антилар, продолжаю проходить Fallout 4 StoryWealth. Продолжаем мучиться с SS2, с третьей главой, которая супер кривая. Так. И кто-то что-то должен говорить. Ой, блин. Affection is born.
Told us you were up. I'm glad to see it for myself. How are you feeling? Any pain? Dizziness? Nausea? Sensitivity to light, perhaps?
Am I okay?
Well, for a while, you were knocking rather loudly at death's door. You had quite a few injuries, but the worst offender was your head. Your brain had started to swell from being knocked around so much, and your skull lacked the room to accommodate. So, I performed a decompressive craniectomy. I removed part of your skull, giving your brain a little breathing room. It was quite the risky procedure, but I'm happy to say, so far, your recovery has been remarkable. Unless you're feeling queasy.
I'm not sure.
Well, you've been through a lot. May take you a few days to make sense of it all. Your head trauma was severe. You still have quite the recovery ahead of you. That said, considering you are walking and talking, and I've yet to see any drool, I'm willing to clear you for light duties.
Well, I hope your noggin's not too scrambled, because we got a lot of info to throw at you. The Commonwealth. Well, it's not in the best shape right now.
Just give me the situation, and be quick about it.
Sure, we can give you the quick version. So, just after you crashed, Aiden took out that last ship. Since then, the oceans have been clear. No more gunners by sea.
We also installed some laser cannons on the HQ roof. Stop anything bad from flying near us again.
But after that, the gunners started attacking on foot, with ground troops coming in from the south. We tried to hold them back, but there was too many.
We fell back, created a blockade to stop the gunners advancing. It worked for a time, but the gunners have a foothold now, and reinforcements.
Every day the gunners capture more ground. Not as fast as they would have, invading by sea, but still. Settlements are falling, people are getting hurt.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, darling. The gunners are back, and they've pretty much declared war on the entire Commonwealth. A war that, right now, the Commonwealth is in no position to win.
Any idea how many gunners we're talking about?
The number of actual gunners is less than you might expect. I think the bulk of their forces was aboard those ships you blew up. However, it seems they've been busy recruiting outside assistance. Our best estimates say they've at least a few hundred folks fighting for them. They're likely to hire a lot more before this is over.
Where are they holed up?
Latest intel says Murkwater, Vault 95, Somerville, and the Northern Star Wreck are firmly under gunner control. They've also occupied the Poseidon Energy Plant and the old Automatoys factory. Plus, there's a sizable squad active inside of Quincy.
We did try clearing them out of a few places, but within hours, they had reinforcements come in and reclaim the areas.
What are these reinforcements supposed to do?
Bolster gunner forces. They've been recruiting heavily. We've seen markings from several known merc groups, and some we don't recognize.
And it ain't just mercs. Gunners also have themselves attack dogs, robots, captive ferals, even super mutants.
Super mutants?
Yeah, gunner squads with mutant escorts. No idea how they keep them under control, though.
What about the other groups out there?
The other big powers in the Commonwealth know what's going on, but they're too busy fighting amongst themselves to pay the situation much attention. Either they think we've got everything in hand, or they're seriously underestimating the threat the gunners pose. Either way, they're dead wrong.
Although, you'll be happy to hear, even with their general in a coma, the Minutemen have been doing what they can.
A war? Really? Is it that bad?
There's been no formal declaration, but yeah, we're at war. And the gunners, they're wiping the floor with us. They've got greater numbers, better equipment, and a very effective new leader called Captain Lamont.
This new captain is different. Areas the gunners capture are being ransacked, then occupied, abandoned, or razed to the ground. Captured civilians executed on the spot, or simply made to leave.
It seems gunner control and dominance is no longer their goal. But what this woman hopes to get out of this war remains a mystery.
What woman?
Captain Lamont. Besides what Lupe knows and what we've gleaned from a few overheard radio conversations, we don't really know much about her.
When I was still conscripted, I saw her a few times at the plaza. She was only a lieutenant back then. But still,
Only.
all the other gunners seemed scared of her. And I guess I was too. It was strange. She wasn't big like Berman or angry like Wes. But there was something dangerous about her. If only Captain Algernon was still alive. I'm sure he could have told us more about her.
What other reasons do they have?
I don't know. Revenge seems a likely candidate. I mean, we've certainly done enough to royally piss them off.
No, something about that doesn't add up. I mean, we are without a doubt a nuisance to them, but I'm not so sure we're the reason they're doing all this.
Honestly, we're stumped. It's like this woman doesn't even care about the territory or settlements she captures.
What do we do now?
We fight back, and we win. Stupid answer, I know, but your question was kinda stupid too.
Teresa's right. Our only way out of this is to fight.
I'm curious, Jake, just what is it you think we've been doing up until now?
We've been fighting with everything we have. It just hasn't been enough. Despite everything we put together, we're no match for an invading army. Hell, even with the support of some of your friends, we're still struggling.
I hate to say it, but Jake's right. Sure, we have security personnel, but they're not soldiers. They can't handle this. They can't win a war.
What do you mean? Why not?
There's a world of difference between a security officer and a soldier. Don't get me wrong, our staff has gone above and beyond. But there are some things that require a certain temperament, certain training. If we want to win this war, we need soldiers.
Have any ideas?
If soldiers are what we need, why don't we just start training our own? Form a military. I'm sure there's something Aiden could do, given his background.
That's a good suggestion. But with things the way they are, Aiden's already got his hands full.
Kid's right. I've got more than enough on my plate. Can't split my focus. And training an entire military, that's no simple task.
There's gotta be someone who can help.
I think the Chief's got the right idea. Why don't we just recruit some other specialists to build and lead our military? Problem solved.
Yes, that could work. Besides ourselves and our allies, we do know there are other groups fighting back against the Gunners. Perhaps we could approach the leader of one of these groups? Ask if they'd consider joining us.
Now you're talking. And I got just a person in mind. His name's Salvador, an old acquaintance of mine. He's ex-military, knows how to fight, knows how to train soldiers. He'd be perfect for the job.
Wait, I know that name. Captain Algernon was trying to find Salvador? He wanted his help to stop Wes. He spoke very highly of him.
Who is this guy?
I guess you'd call Salvador a veteran of the Commonwealth? He used to be part of some army, but he never told me which. Still, you could tell he was trained. He definitely knew what he was doing. He tends to keep a low profile, but often shows up during times of trouble. Which is how I know he'll be out there right now. If we asked him to join us, I think he might. After all, he's got a real soft spot for underdogs, which describes us pretty well right now.
What makes you think he can do this?
I spent about a year traveling with Salvador, and another guy. Sal was a skilled fighter, but despite being able to take down a room of bad guys by himself, he always preferred working in a team. He'd treat every fight like a mini war, always creating a new plan of attack for us to follow. And to his credit, usually his plans worked. He's got a real knack for the whole command and strategy thing. I can't think of a better candidate to lead a military.
Fine. Just point me in the right direction.
Yeah, about that. Salvador would be great for the job. I just don't know where he is right now. We haven't exactly kept in regular contact.
I'm all for us bringing on this Salvador guy. But first, it sounds like we need some information on his whereabouts.
Oh, Mr. Theron. I mean, when Captain Algernon was looking for Salvador, he mentioned sending some of his men to Mr. Ron's to buy information. I don't know if he found anything, but if he did, I bet Mr. Ron would be happy to share it with us.
That's a good idea, Lupe. Darling, do you feel up to paying the Ron a visit? See if he's got any info on this Salvador? The trip might do you some good, let you get some fresh air, stretch your legs a little.
Do I have a choice?
Sure you do. If you're not feeling up for it, we could get someone else to do the legwork.
Ладно.
I could use some fresh air.
I'll go too. No offense, Chief, but I think it's best someone keeps an eye on you, at least for the time being.
All right, just be careful. The roads aren't exactly safe right now.
Keep your wits about you. Despite our best efforts, gunner squads are still slipping past our blockades.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Is it true you have a settlement near a beach? Is the water clean? Clean enough for swimming, maybe?
Me and this army.
Can I help you?
Так, стоп, что? Commonwealth. Ага, конечно. Сейчас бы еще быть... Так, кстати. Facilities. Clean up. Ангар. Ох, епт. Ладно. Ладно, окей. Так, я все расчистил. Делаю сейв. Теперь отстраиваю все. Значит, вот. Тут есть repair. Repair flooded area. Deep cleaning grounds. Так, теперь я начинаю строить. Еще один офис Мансфилда. Непонятная хрень. Embassy Waiting Room. Так, я закончил последнюю постройку. Сохранился. Construction завершен. Остался только офис Мансфилда, который я делать не буду. Так, теперь администрация Decorate. Так, следующий. Сохраняюсь. Следующий этап. Посмотрим, все ли в Administration. У дезертиров нет. Офис партии. И еды на это нет. Moderate disease. энергии и еды нет. Так, ну остались только тинкеры и апгрейды. Окей. Так, с апгрейдами тоже закончил. О. Странно. Не знаю, почему можно строить и то, и другое. Раньше нельзя было. Ну ладно, хрен с ним. Тинкер. Все. Так. Теперь я буду считать, что тут все готово. Я могу заходить, смотреть. Так, а это почему? Даже другие флаги должны быть. Оружейная. Броня. Силовая броня, которую я не могу взять. Почему-то. Armor Lab. Gin and Weapons Lab. Найс. Это за говно я понятия не имею. Эй. О, ага. Hangout. Клад. Окей. О. И Тетроник, в котором ничего нет. Gate open. Душевые. Контрольная комната. Empire Map. War Chest. War Planner Desk. The fuck is this shit? Тут явно что-то не сработало. тоже. Лондри. Ха. Тут ничего не изменилось. Но хотя бы вот это вычищено было, и на том спасибо. Тут все засрано, как было, так и осталось. Ужас. А у меня уже нет опции здесь что-то делать с этим. Это что еще за дичь? Какие-то непонятные убежища. Чье это, хер знает. Что это тут? Bathroom. Но bathroom мне второй точно не нужен. Такой есть уже барак Суфорт, беру. Я не знаю, что это, блин, такое. Вот это что за говно? Ох, ядрить. А это эмбасси, посольство. Йоу, найс. Да, я хотел холдинг селс. Я пока ничего делать здесь не буду. Ванные. Тут я понятия не имею, что происходит, какой-то склад. Здесь я уже был. Не знаю, что здесь. Тут вот эта штука очень классная. Да. Почему эти флаги везде? А. Окей. Теперь знать, что это такое. А вот эта комната игрока, и здесь должно быть расширение. Комната игрока, которая почему-то не работает. Издеваетесь, что ли? Ладно. Ну окей. Что такое говнище? Очередная бесполезная комната в HQ. Я не знаю, нахрена стука. Так, ну окей. Я на этом серию закончу. Это дерьмо я обстроил. Видимо, в следующих сериях будут квесты, чем занять оставшиеся части. И всем спасибо, с вами был Антилар, всем пока.